Hey, it's James, Father's Rights and Resources, hashtag how I got custody. So this contempt issue, I may have talked about it before or parts of it. I'm not going to go back and look for a video to see if I did or not. I'm just going to do this again. It keeps coming up talking to people about contempt. So if I was doing a contempt motion, I would be asking for if it's visitation violations. Like, let's say my baby's mom, my daughter's, beyond 18 now. So let's say, she's 12 or whatever, and the mother's got custody, and I missed a couple weekends. First of all, I'm doing a contempt as soon as it happens. Let me jump in with this. I got people who's the lawyers, the guardian items, the friends, the buddies, the whatever, all out there saying, oh, you'll never get found in contempt, or let's pile them up and wait, and all this other stuff. So the purpose of contempt is to coerce compliance with a court order. A judge finds somebody in contempt of court for making an outburst, and then they throw them in jail for a day so that the next time they come to court, they're not going to do it. It's just like with any other kind of punishment. Kid goes to the room, they get spanked, they get phone taken away if they're eating cookies before dinner, and they keep doing it, okay? Or jail, in criminal court, when you get prosecuted for something, maybe they let you off on probation. You do it again, they'll give you a couple days in jail. You do it again, they'll give you a couple months in jail. It's trying to coerce you to comply. Contempt is the way to coerce somebody to comply. If you're not seeing your kid, this is the most asinine, one of the dumbest things I've ever seen, is when a judge says, let's not worry about it, wait till trial and build a case. You're missing out on your kids for time that you'll never get back. What if they miss an event? What if they miss your parents' funeral, your grandfather's, their great-grandparents' funeral, or something else, somebody's 50th birthday or something like that, an event that will never happen again? You're missing time that you'll never get back. Why would you sit and wait and build a case while the other side continually takes your time away? Why would you, if somebody steals your car or something else that's yours, you will call the cops after it happens. And if they do it again, you will call the cops again. Only in family law do we have this mentally ill insanity, and only in family law will somebody listen to a lawyer say some stupid stuff like that and say, oh, well, they're a lawyer, they must know what they're doing. When lawyers told me you're only going to get every other weekend, I told them you could screw off, and hung up the phone on their face. They're telling me I'm going to get every other weekend. I live 3 blocks away from my baby's mom. I work at night. I can have my daughter during the day when the mom's at work. End of story. If 100% of the lawyers that I was reaching out to said, you don't have a chance at it, I would tell them to screw off and figure out another way, because I'm not listening to some stupid jackass, total stranger tell me what to do with my life with my kids. You won't let somebody tell you how to fix up your car or add a stereo system to it or fix up your house. Your neighbor says, oh, I don't like that addition you're adding to your house. So what? It's my house. A lawyer says, well, that's too much for you to go for full custody or 50-50 or go for contempt or try and get your time back. Or somebody advises you, why don't you wait to see if the person not only steals your car after they stole your car, why don't you wait until you see if the person who stole your car breaks into your house, then call the cops. Nobody thinks like that. It's insane because it lacks common sense. It's against what you think. But then because some stupid jackass sellout piece of crap lawyer who's never tried a contempt says, well, you're not going to get it, let's not try, you just bow down to him. There's a father's rights guy in Southern California. He posted one time telling guys not to go for contempt. Like, if there's money not involved, you'll never get anything back. First of all, that's a lie. And then I had a guy that I know that said that was my lawyer, and he totally sold me out. This lawyer is saying, guys, don't do contempt. It's not worth it. If there's money involved, do contempt because you can get your money back. Who's the only people who go to court for a money issue on contempt? Women who are trying to get alimony or child support. Why would you be a father's rights attorney and say, only go for that? Talking to dads, say you only go for contempt when it's a money issue, when money issues are usually women issues. The insanity is just outrageous. And then so I reposted that guy, and I posted his post about that on my feed. And he was like, oh, I respect you and blah, blah, blah. But he tried to explain it away. I got my baby's mom found in contempt the first time I tried. And she had an attorney, I didn't. Guardian ad litem was defending her also. On top of that, I was outnumbered 3-1. The mother, the attorney, and the guardian ad litem. I got her found in contempt the first time I tried. I got makeup time, and then I got her sanctioned $250. Then some stupid punk from Detroit, Michigan, who on Twitter acts like he's some pimp daddy player, told me, well, I had it easy because I had unbiased judge. He knows nothing about this. Is why my gender is so stupid sometimes, or just some people of my gender. They'll sit there and say, "Oh, I presume that this is what happened in your case, and I know this is what happened in your case, and I'm going to play Miss Cleo and read a crystal ball and say this is what happened in your case, and I'm going to draw this conclusion." That's stupid. I told that stupid jackass, "You idiot, don't come crapping on my page about something." That same judge who you said was objective or unbiased or on my side, when I went to go get child support modified the next year, she denied it, even though I had a great case for that. She could shut your pie hole, just because you lost or got screwed, you're going to come on my page because you didn't try. 99% of guys didn't try everything I told them to do, or didn't listen to anything I say, or didn't do any research, and then they lose, and they turn around, and then they see how I won, or you just got lucky. Because your stupid jackass attorney gave you some bad advice, or you didn't try the right way, you didn't listen to anything that I said, and then you're coming on here saying, I just got lucky, because I did 100 times more things, or 100 different things that you didn't do, and you're going to come on my page and then talk smack. And then the dude said through the DM, he said through the DMs, "I'm not going to fight you, but in real life I'd slap you." And then he blocked me. like a typical man who has feminine energy, like the last guy who came on my page and started talking smack, saying I only got lucky because I'm white and my baby's mom is black, and that's why I won. All the hearings that I lost were with white female male judges. I actually won a hearing where there's a black female judge, and I prevailed. So he was full of crap. Another presumptuous little feminine energy weirdo. And he started arguing me in DMs, and then he started flashing a gun in DMs. That's the kind of stuff I deal with. Like, that's not everybody, but there's jealous people, there's haters, there's people who don't have a teachable spirit, and you tell them stuff and they totally ignore you, and then they get pissed at you because they said your advice didn't work. You didn't listen to anything that I said. And then there's still no guarantee because it's a corrupt system. I'm not the answer to the corrupt system. What I did worked and works for most people, and I would say 90% of the guys who do what I did from the beginning and fight to the end end up getting something fair or better than doing otherwise. But the problem is, most of you guys wait until you get royally screwed before you come looking for me or doing anything. I was looking for help from the beginning. Some of you guys wait, you do the same stuff that everybody else does, like a bunch of sheep, and you just follow the pack, go get an attorney, just do this, just do that. You don't vet your attorney, you don't ask him questions you would ask if you had a doctor or a dentist or a mechanic or a house cleaner or whatever, or a pet walker. You vet those people way more than your attorney, and your life with your kids is at stake. So here's what I do on a contempt. I did some of this, but now that I know more, and part of the reason I won, I had an overwhelming bunch of evidence. I had a great persuasive argument. I trapped them on my strict reply argument or rebuttal, and I had the attorney look like I didn't mark the attorney's paperwork with tabs. I just marked mine and the judges, and he's like looking for what exhibit is he talking about? When he just threw his arms up, he quit. So anyway, I would do a motion. If I'm going to do a contempt motion, I'm going to ask for makeup time. And I'm going to ask the court, like, this lady is intransigent. She's rebellious. The court order is the order for the best interest of the child. When a judge signs off on a court order, the judge is declaring this is what's best for the child. She's defying what's best for the child. How can you do that? How can you let that slide? Your Honor, you have to protect the child and ensure your order and enforce your order for the child's sake. It's what's best for the child, and she's flipping you off and mocking you by defying it. And then say, I want makeup time. I want a sanction. I want my costs for having to bring this motion. And then I want to review. Let's say you missed a couple weeks. I want 2 weeks in a row. Or I want every weekend until I make up for the time. I had a guy in Georgia who called me up, and he got like 3 months worth of straight weekends because the mother withheld 3 months of stuff. And then they warned her she'll go to jail for 17 days if she doesn't fix something or they don't modify the parenting plan and agree. And then I want a review hearing in a month, and then if she complies, great. If she doesn't comply, there's a day of jail time for every day that I missed. And I'll strike the review hearing if she complies. Simple. The ball is in her court.